Welcome to the Hublot 40th anniversary digital celebration. I hope that you all are keeping safe and healthy, which is, of course, the most important. We are here to celebrate 40 years of innovation, and we are here not in New York, not in London, not in Shanghai, not in Tokyo, but we are here in Nyon, where our manufacturer is. And you know the manufacturer is very important for Hublot. That's where we create, we develop, we produce our materials, we produce our own movements, and of course, we produce our watches. So we thought to be at home is really important for us today. The world is living unprecedented times, as you all know, and the digital has become key in every aspect of our lives and our businesses as well. That's why we wanted to do this digital event and to present you an exhibition, a physical exhibition, where we will retrace the 40 years of innovation. And to help me, to assist me for that, we will have our sponsoring and events director, Christina Jezaitis, with us. Welcome, Christina.
Thank you, Ricardo. It's a pleasure and an honor to be at your sides today and with all of you at home. Given that we have enough physical distance, I'm going to take off my mask. And as you said, today is certainly a milestone for the Hublot brand. But that milestone wouldn't have been possible without all of you. From our suppliers, to our watchmakers here at the manufacturer, to our logistics team, to our transporters, to our marketing, retail, and sales team in Switzerland and around the world, and of course, our clients, our fans, and our partners. Thank you to all of you. This celebration wouldn't have been possible without you, without us collectively. And so, as you mentioned, Ricardo, today we're going to take a brief visit of our Hublot 40th anniversary exhibition. As you can see, it's quite inspiring, and it's been designed in collaboration with British designer Samuel Ross, who's our Hublot Design Ambassador, as well as Hublot Design Prize 2019 winner. And today we're going to go on that visit divided into 4 themes: our people, the art of fusion, our products, and our world, with some surprises along the way. Shall we get started?
Okay, let's start. So we're going to start with the people. We had to choose 10 people, which was not easy because we have so many friends of the brand, so many ambassadors that had an incredible history with us, but we decided for 10. And we will start, of course, with the founder of the Hublot company, the Hublot brand, Mr. Carlo Crocco, who is an Italian entrepreneur, and he founded this brand in 1980, so 40 years ago. And he had an incredible idea, is to come with a watch inspired by a portal, because Hublot means portal in English, and putting together gold, and for the first time of the history, a rubber strap. So the brand had an incredible success in the 80s and the 90s, but it remained, I would say, confidential brand. And in 2004, so 24 years later, Mr. Jean-Claude Biver joined the company as a CEO, and of course, there came the revolution of our brand with the famous art of fusion in watchmaking that we will talk later, and the creation of the famous Big Bang watch as well. I joined him in 2004 already, so it's 16 years that I'm working for Hublot. I became CEO in 2012, and I have participated to this incredible success of the brand, which is really an honor and a chance for me. Then talking about football, we're the brand of football, and we wanted to have the best ambassadors in football. And the first one is, of course, the king of football, Pelé, 3 times world champions. He was world champion in 58 at 17 years old. He's really the iconic person of this sport, and we brought some incredible items that maybe you can describe, Christina.
Absolutely. So these are the actual football boots worn by Pelé in the Escape to Victory film from 1981, a commemorative medal from the 1958 World Cup Sweden, and finally a signed jersey by King Pelé himself.
And then we have Kylian Mbappé, who is an active player, very young player, but with a great history already because he's a world champion with France during the World Cup in Russia in 2018. I would say he's the person that represents the heritage of Pelé. So we believe that to have Pelé from one side, Kylian Mbappé from another side is really fantastic for the brand.
Absolutely. And given that you said very unprecedented year calls for unprecedented measures, and unfortunately our ambassadors couldn't be here with us today to celebrate. However, Kylian, of course, wanted to send his congratulatory messages, and I understand that you spoke to him last week.
Yes.
So let's see what he had to say.
Bonjour Kylian, j'espère que tu vas bien et que tu t'es bien remis de ta blessure et que tu es à 100%. La santé, c'est évidemment primordial. Qu'est-ce que tu pourrais dire au sujet de Hublot et ses 40 ans?
Déjà que c'est pour moi un honneur de faire partie de la grande famille Hublot. Joyeux anniversaire à toute l'équipe, à toutes les personnes qui travaillent, qui ont travaillé, qui ont permis à Hublot de devenir la marque qu'elle est.
Tu peux peut-être nous dire laquelle tu as choisi aujourd'hui de porter?
Celle-ci.
La Big Bang Saphir.
Celle-là. C'est la petite dernière que j'aimais beaucoup en ce moment. Je l'avais en sélection et je la mets pas mal en ce moment. Donc c'est celle-là que j'ai en ce moment.
Ouais, la Big Bang Saphir, c'est top. C'est vraiment super technologie pour réaliser du saphir avec notre propre mouvement Unico. C'est vraiment magnifique. Quelle valeur tu pourrais dire que tu partages avec la marque Hublot?
Je pense que déjà cette volonté d'être premier, toujours, que ce soit moi au foot, on a toujours envie de gagner. Toujours envie, match après match, d'arriver à la victoire. Et Hublot aussi, cette volonté de créer des produits et de monter la marque et d'être le meilleur. Je pense qu'on a cette ambition commune.
Et merci d'avoir passé ce moment avec nous. Je sais que tu as des échéances, notamment un entraînement qui arrive très vite. Donc, merci pour tout.
So, of course, alongside Kylian Mbappé, many personalities have joined us along these last 40 years. So here we have three in particular that Ricardo is going to help you discover.
Yes, so we continue with the people that have marked the history of Hublot. And this time is Lapo Elkan, who is a grandson of the Agnelli family. He's a very big artist, a very big creator. He has founded several companies like Garage Italia or Italian Independent. And I remember that he helped us also to meet Mr. Di Montezemolo in 2011 to be able to sign the famous contract with Ferrari. In addition, he has brought many ideas to the brand Hublot. It's really inspiring. We have done several watches with him, but we wanted to show also, of course, the sunglasses that have been developed and created by Italia Independent. Then Usain Bolt. Of course, Usain Bolt is a legend in track and field, can be compared to Pelé in football, of course. And is 8-time gold Olympic champion in 100 and 200 meters. He still holds the records of both 100 and 200 meters. He's with us since 10 years. He's now retired. He has founded a great family, just had a daughter, and he's with us since already 10 years. He's really fantastic ambassador for the brand. And Depeche Mode, which is not a person, but a band, iconic pop band. We're with them since also 10 years. We have sponsored 2 world tours of Depeche Mode in the last 10 years. And we have been present in all the concerts that they had all over the world. And here there is more a charity aspect as well, because they wanted to give back to a foundation, and they choose Charity Water, which is a foundation dedicated to give clean water to people. And 800 million people don't have access to clean water, especially the children. And thanks to this charity, we have been able to raise over $3 million over those 10 years and give access to 80,000 people, so there is still a big work to do, but it was really an incredible partnership with Depeche Mode.
Indeed, it's wonderful to have been able to make a difference through some of these partnerships. And let's continue on with the Our People theme and discover two other people who've made a difference in the 40 years of Hublot's history.
So here we have two artists. One is Richard Orlinski, who is a sculptor. He's a great artist as well, multifacets. And here we have his piece of art, which is an iconic, the famous Wild Kong with facets. And here I must say that this partnership has brought something different to the brand because we have been inspired by his art and we put this art in a watch. So I think it's totally new. As you know, we are always unique, different, and the first in everything that we do. And I think for the first time, we are not just inspired by the watchmaking art, but also by the art of an artist, and in this case, the sculpture. And at the end, you are wearing a watch inspired by watchmaking art and the art of the artist, and the result is really amazing. Same for Sang Bleu, so Maxime Buchy, who is a tattoo artist, a Swiss person, in which you can see here one of his pieces, sculpture, and one of his artwork. And there again, we have been inspired by the graphics of his tattoo, and we have brought his tattoo in a watch, and the result is just fantastic. And I must say that also at the end, the commercial success is incredible.
Absolutely, very inspiring. So that concludes the first theme, Our People. Let's move on to the Art of Fusion, our second theme of today.
So the art of fusion, this is what we are. This is our DNA. This is our message. This is our life. And I just brought the picture, the drawing made by Mr. Jean-Claude Beaver in 2004 to explain what is the art of fusion. It looks like simple, but it explains everything. And here he explained what was the first fusion that Hublot did by taking the gold from a mine, taking the rubber from a tree, and putting this together is what we call the art of fusion, which is connecting the tradition, a millenary material like gold, with the innovation, the rubber, that has been invented only a few decades ago. So talking about the materials that represent this art of fusion, of course, we have here the rubber with the raw materials, and of course the final result with the rubber strap. As I said, first brand in the watch history to come with rubber. And then the materials is the essence of the art of fusion. And here we have the first one, which is the magic gold. This is invented by Hublot. It's an alloy between ceramic and pure gold, and the result is that it gives you an unscratchable gold, which is normally not possible in nature. And the result is really giving an incredible product with a special also color, which is not normal gold, but what we call magic gold, patented by Hublot. Then the ceramic. We brought, of course, the black ceramic first, but here we wanted to show you what is the red ceramic, the vivid red ceramic that has been invented by Hublot, patented by Hublot, and we are the only brand to be able to produce this kind of vivid color. Then the sapphire. The sapphire, we have not been the first brand to come with a sapphire watch, but we have been the first brand to industrialize sapphire, and it has taken a few years to be able, a lot of investment, and now we can say that we are able to produce a few hundred watches per year in sapphire, which is very, very difficult to achieve. And finally, the king gold, because we're also using, I would say, more traditional gold, but the particularity is this rose gold color in which we have created a specific alloy to this gold, putting some platinum inside. That's for the materials, and then we go to the movements. The movement has taken a bit more time from 2004 or 5 because to develop a chronograph movement like the Unico, which is our own developed in-house movement, we came in 2010 with this chronograph Unico. Then the Mecha 10 movement, which is a movement inspired by the famous game that when we were a child we used to play with, the Meccano. is called. So we've been inspired by this design because a movement is of course technical, but it has to bring also some design. It's a 10 days power reserve movement with a really graphic because there is no dial on the watch, which is really interesting and different. And finally, the masterpieces. This is our high complication department who is developing and producing this kind of pieces. And here we wanted to demonstrate one of the best, I would say, of our history, the masterpiece called La Ferrari that we have done in partnership with Ferrari with 50 days power reserve, which is a world record for a mechanical watch.
Indeed. And I think probably the best way to really understand the art of fusion concept is to hear it from the person who's at the origin, Mr. Jean-Claude Beaver.
Art of fusion is what makes Hublot so special, what makes Hublot first, different, and unique. And what is the art of fusion in the watchmaking world? It's the fact to connect yesterday with tomorrow, to connect tradition with innovation, to connect contraries, to bring carbon and gold together, to create gold that is unscratchable. That is the art of fusion. And Hublot has invented the art of fusion in the watchmaking world. Before Hublot, 40 years ago, the art of fusion didn't exist. So Hublot is a real innovator by connecting yesterday to tomorrow. And when you connect yesterday to tomorrow, what does it mean? It means you are alive. The dead people can only connect yesterday to now. They cannot connect to tomorrow because they are dead. So life means I connect yesterday to tomorrow. So Hublot is like a life theory. It's the theory of life. And that tells us also why it is so successful. Because people understand it. Even if they cannot explain it, they understand it. Hublot, the art of fusion in the watchmaking world. That's what we are, and that's why we exist, and that's why we are successful.
Indeed. So now that we understand more of the art of fusion, let's see the art of fusion in the world of our products, which is our third theme of today.
Yes, of course, the products are key because at the end is what they represent and they should inspire what is the art of fusion. So we start in 1980 with a classic original. Of course, at that time, they didn't know that they were doing the art of fusion, but this watch, of course, has been revolutionary in the watchmaking industry by putting 18-karat gold together with a rubber strap. 2004, the Big Bang. Of course, the Big Bang is the essence of the art of fusion, and this watch in steel and ceramic. It's still today, after 15 years, our best seller, and of course, will remain as an iconic model, not only for Hublot, but also for the watch industry. Then we came with a classic fusion. I would say it's more revisiting the original watch from 1980 in a more sport chic classic watch, which has today, I would say, a very important commercial success. Then women. So we try to be inspired by colors because it's difficult to really create a watch dedicated to women. So the colors inspired us, and we came with this, what we call inspired Tutti Frutti. Here we have the green version, but we came with orange, we came with purple, we came with pink, and this was really the start of having a certain success with women. Then in 2010, we came with our first Unico watch, which is the King Power, that come for the first time with our own movement in-house. Then 2013, I would say very important because it's again a Big Bang, but this time a Big Bang with our movement, with the Unico movement in 2013, and today is of course a very important model. Then we came with a third collection that we call the Spirit of Big Bang in 2014, inspired by the Big Bang in a tonneau shape, and I would say it has taken his place to nowadays. And finally, in 2017, again a Big Bang, but with the Mecha 10 movement, where I said we don't see the dial anymore, and we see the mechanics of the movement, which brings a new aesthetic to the watch.
Exactly. So really we see here the full range of Hublot products available, as well as that art of fusion and the alchemy brought to life with the fusion of different materials together. Perhaps one of the most iconic materials at Hublot is magic gold. Let's take a look at what exactly magic gold is.
When we think of the art of fusion, we think magic gold. Merging boron carbide powder, a high-tech ceramic, and 24-karat pure solid gold grain, fusing into magic. Born under high pressure, corresponding to a depth of 2,000 meters. Breathing new life into metal, creating the impossible. A world-first patented alloy, inalterable and scratch-resistant. The outcome? A patented and unique unscratchable gold. First, unique, different.
So really the first different, unique philosophy we find in other parts of the business, including our partnerships, which brings us to the fourth theme of today, our world.
Absolutely, and we will start, of course, with football. Because football has been a key partnership for our brand. And we started a long time ago. It was already in 2006 with a small partnership with the Swiss national team. And then we signed the Euro with the UEFA that was organized in Switzerland in 2008. That was our big partnership at that time. And then we said, we must go into football more because I think it brings really a big brand awareness to Hublot, and we decided to go with the FIFA World Cup, so in 2010 in South Africa. Then we had again the Euro, 2012, and 2014, Brazil. That was an immense event, and for the first time of the history, we changed the shape of the Ford referee board that we have here in the shape of a Big Bang. So for the first time, we were bringing not only the brand to the TV viewers, but as well the product, so they could do the link between product and brand, which has been unbelievable. And we showed this board to billions of people in Brazil. Then 2016, France with the Euro, and 2018, Russia. And here we have the example of a matryoshka. And we have also a ball from 2014 where we created this motto, Hublot loves football.
Absolutely. Hublot certainly loves football, but also many other sports, including motor racing. Let's take a look at the second part of our world, which is Ferrari.
So here we are with the Ferrari. Ferrari has been a partnership since 9 years now, so we signed in 2011. And I would say we have not been the first brand to be with Ferrari, but we try to do this partnership in a different way. So we have been able to activate what we call in a 360 degrees way by being partnered with Ferrari in the different worlds of Ferrari. Of course, the most important, I would say, is the Formula One with the Scuderia Ferrari. And we can see the car here, and we have two incredible items, the helmet from Charles Leclerc as well as the gloves sign, which is quite incredible. So we have been in Formula One, we have been in the GT world, so the, let's say, normal cars of Ferrari. This is a Portofino, with which we have also developed a specific watch called the Classic Fusion GT. And of course, in the racing world, together with Ferrari, in the different races that are organized in the GT world around the world. So we have produced also specific watches, a Big Bang, a Classic Fusion, and of course, the famous LaFerrari that was inspired by the car LaFerrari.
Indeed. So alongside football and Ferrari, we always try and follow you, our clients and our fans, everywhere they go. And so that means outside of these two pillars, we're involved in several other sports. Let's take a look.
Yes, Hublot is also exploring new worlds in sports, but also in lifestyle. And we have seen, for instance, with the artist before. But in sports, we decided to go. It was really an incredible opportunity for us to be with Floyd Mayweather on the shorts with Hublot for the first time of his history in 2015 when he fought against Manny Pacquiao, and he won this belt and other belts, the unified belts, and he never lost one fight in his career. Then he had his second fight, that was in 2017 against Conor McGregor, the UFC fighter, and in this case, he gave us his incredible shorts. That's a fabulous item. With the WBC, we have done, we know the president, and we decided to do also a charity this time, linked to boxing, to the boxing world, and we did the Night of Champions in 2019 with the legends of boxing like Mike Tyson, like Evander Holyfield, like George Foreman, like Lennox Lewis, and we raised close to $2 million for the pension fund of the WBC. Then going to other sports, so here we see American football, because in the US, football, soccer is not as known, so we decided to go with American football and the Dallas Cowboys. We have been also in basketball with the Miami Heat and Dwayne Wade as an ambassador, and on the other side, on the West Coast with the Lakers, the famous Lakers, and Kobe Bryant, that unfortunately is not with us anymore.
May he rest in peace.
Absolutely. So then ICC, so cricket is a bit particular and more dedicated to specific countries like India, England, Australia, or South Africa. Tennis, here we have a Simona Halep tennis racket signed, and we have a ball where we did an event with several tennis players, women and men. And finally, golf with Dustin Johnson, who just won 10 days ago, the famous Masters in Augusta.
But that's not all. The art of fusion continues to extend into several other areas. Let's discover them now.
So, yes, we start with a woman. As I said, woman is very important for us. And we have here Bar Raffaelli, who is really our image, our personality, who represents what we believe at Hublot. And now she has become also, she has founded her family and she's living in Israel. And we created this dress with a company called Bischoff, who is specialized in embroidery, and it's totally handmade of embroidery. And also we created from some watches based on this inspiration of embroidery. Other women linked to other sports as well. We have Dina Asher-Smith. She's an active track and field athlete, and she's a world champion, European champion, and we hope that next year in Tokyo she can be Olympic champion. And a football player, Ada Egerberg. She's playing for Olympique Lyonnais. She's Norwegian, and she's a great striker.
Stay tuned. And moving on to the world of gastronomy.
So gastronomy, I would say, can be compared a little bit to watchmaking art, where we have some values like passion, like quality, like timing as well. And here we have two ambassadors, Andreas Caminada from Switzerland, 3-star Michelin, and Yannick Aleno, also 3-star Michelin from Paris.
Absolutely. And last but not least, Lang Lang.
Lang Lang, a famous pianist virtuoso, is probably one of the best pianists in the world at the moment. He plays classic, but he corresponds quite well to the brand because he's modern, he's a trendsetter, he's an opinion leader, and we love him. He's with us since 5 years already.
Absolutely. And indeed, probably the best way to appreciate Lang Lang, a true virtuoso, is to listen.
Hello everyone, it's Lang Lang from Beijing. As a Hublot International Ambassador, I would like to wish a happy 40th anniversary to my wonderful Hublot family. I'm very sorry that I cannot join the online celebration with Ricardo, but I'd like to play a little bit of Bach's Goldberg variation for everyone. I love Hublot.
And indeed, in any other year, you, Lang Lang, our ambassadors and our friends of the brand would have been here with us today to celebrate here in Switzerland. And of course, since that isn't possible, we decided to virtually invite some of them to join us for a brief moment. So hello to our three special guests today, Usain Bolt, Ada Hegerberg, and Andres Caminada.
Hello, Usain.
Hey guys.
How are you?
Hello. I'm good.
Great to see you. How are things in Jamaica?
It's good. It's actually not sunny today, but it's going good so far.
Great. So we know it's early for you, Usain, today in Jamaica, so we thought we would start with you so you can go back to sleep afterwards. But we thought it might be fun to reminisce on maybe a favorite memory that you have with Hublot over the years.
I think one of the things that I remember was when I met Mr. Bevier for the first time. He's actually into cheese, and for me, actually going there and tasting the different cheeses was pretty cool for me, I think, when I went to the Hublot factory for the first time in Switzerland.
Definitely. You had a little bit of Swissitude experience here.
Yes,
Jamaica
yes.
meets Switzerland. Fantastic.
Great, Usain. Thank you for being with us, and we wish you all the best with Kazi and, of course, your daughter, Olympia.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Hi, Ada. How are you?
Hey guys, and happy anniversary!
Thank
Joyeux
you.
anniversaire à tout le monde.
Thank you for joining us.
Hello,
It's a pleasure,
Ada.
it's a pleasure.
I hope everything is good with your injury and you're back to play.
Yeah, I'm crossing my fingers that I can get back to visit you guys without the crutches the next time. But everything's going good, and I'll be back soon, hopefully presenting you guys, the Hublot team, in the world of football, so I'm excited.
So same, perhaps you can tell us about one of your favorite memories with us across the years.
Honestly, I have to kind of say the same as you said. It was a very special moment for me to come visit you all at the manufacturing in Lyon. It was also very impressive to see how much time and quality all the people spend working on the details and how much commitment it is behind the whole brand. And actually being there, taking a part of it and seeing it all live was an incredible experience, because I think you can link sports to the world of Hublot a lot, and it has a lot of the same values, but also the same commitment and work. So that was very inspiring, and crossing my fingers that I can come back and see you guys soon.
Come back soon, indeed. We'll be here cheering you on from Switzerland as you return to the pitch very soon.
Thank you, Ada. Hello, Andreas. I hope I will be able to come back soon to your restaurant, Schloss Schauenstein, and to discover your great gastronomy.
Yes, I hope too. So happy birthday, Hublot. Happy birthday, dear Ricardo.
Thank you.
The whole family, and it's amazing to be part of this family.
Absolutely. So yes, would you like to tell us about one of your favorite Hublot memories?
Oh, there were many, but I think the best moment I've had with Hublot was probably 2 years ago when Hublot hosted its annual party at my restaurant, Schloss Schauenstein. This party reflected all the aspects that Hublot stands for: lifestyle, luxury, and savoir-vivre. And needless to say, what happens at Schloss Schauenstein stays at Schloss Schauenstein. So I can happy birthday, Hublot.
We can't wait to join you once again. Thank you all three for joining us. It's wonderful to see all of you, and thanks for taking a moment to celebrate with us and reminisce with us for this important birthday celebration for Hublot.
Take care.
And so now we'd like to take a moment to recognize and to celebrate those who really have made a difference and helped this brand achieve success that it has had after these last 40 years, and that is our clients. So let's take a look and have some of them join us from across the world.
So yes, that's our clients.
Hi, everyone.
Many final consumers, but also some retailers all over the world, that are partners with Hublot and that have been part of the history of Hublot and the success of Hublot. So we have people I see from Mexico, from Latin America, from Europe, from the US. So great
Fantastic.
for joining us.
So does everyone have their champagne ready to celebrate?
So we have our champagne. Happy birthday to Hublot.
This calls for a toast. Cheers.
Cheers.
And thank you to all of you for all of your support, your partnership, and your collaboration with us across these last 40 years. So that concludes our very brief visit. We were just able to show you some highlights from the exhibition today, but please join us at hublot.com online in order to take a virtual visit of the exhibition and discover the different modules and the different memorabilia and items in greater detail, as well as discover our commemorative book that's available in a digital version as well as a paperback version for sale, and finally a 20-minute Hublot commemorative film on the 40th anniversary celebrations.
So yes, thank you to all of you for being with us. We just briefly talked about those 40 years of innovation, but I would say that's only the beginning of a history for Hublot. After this event, we will have some messages also from other ambassadors of the brand, just now in a second. And I will finish by saying, stay safe and see you soon. Cheers.
Cheers.
Un joyeux anniversaire à toute la grande famille Hublot.
Everyone in the same boat here.
Hey everyone.
Hello everyone.
Olá aí meus queridos amigos.
Hi Ricardo, hi Hublot.
Ciao a tutti, ciao Riccardo.
Hey guys, this is DJ Snake.
Hello everyone, it's Lang Lang here.
Hola Ricardo, hola mis amigos.
Hello everyone, hello Ricardo.
Congratulations on 40 years of beautiful design, unparalleled innovation.
Sending my best wishes and congratulations on your 40th anniversary, Hublot.
Hublot in my heart, Hublot in my life, Hublot around the world.
Dear Hublot, happy birthday.
Happy birthday and to many more years.
You are simply the best. I wish you a happy 40th anniversary. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
40 years of pioneering innovation in the watch industry.
And I want to wish you a happy 40th anniversary to one of the best leading watch brand in the world.
Over these years, you've created such a pioneering brand.
Thank you for 40 years of innovation.
What an accomplishment and what an achievement.
For me, it's a huge honor to be part of the Hublot family.
That's 40 years of exceptional engineering and watchmaking.
40 years of success at the highest level, and you guys continue to get better every single day.
A big hug to all of us, and many congratulations for this 40th anniversary.
So happy anniversary and congratulations.
So let's celebrate the 40th anniversary.
Buon anniversario e congratulazioni Hublot.
Happy 40th anniversary to Hublot.
Best wishes for you guys.
Happy birthday, Hublot.
Happy 40th anniversary, Hublot.
Bravo à vous tous.
All the best.
Joyeux anniversaire.